away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Panthers lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Falcons, who will need to be stout up front. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. They go play action here on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go back to Stewart on first. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Shelby takes him down. Here's Newton now on second down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Second down, 9 yards to go. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
First carry now for Teron Ward. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down, Brissett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go.
Brissett from the gun on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They'll turn the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Deep drop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This is taken at the 15. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Blitz round. Blitz round.
Correct snap. This is Henry. And some room to roam now. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go. 1, 9, 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. And McManus able to put it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the bye-bye Beasley. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Finding time. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The left side completion to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Wake up!
Stewart is the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! 1-9!
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Now Newton on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! 1-9! 1-9!
Henry takes a direct snap. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go! 1-9!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Let's go. 1-9.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Ohio.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
On the ball.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Wake up. I get it.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Come on now.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And McDonald here over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trip. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey! Set. Set. Come on. Great.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Newton now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. 3rd down here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Take it at the 37. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again is Newton. And his pass incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Busy night for Henry continues. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Come on, let's go. 90.
Here's Ward. And some room to work. Cuts it out to the sideline. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. 190.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Another pistol look here. On 3rd down, Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play. And
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.